Hey, what's up? It's Whistle, and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. Last episode of Timberborn, we expanded a little bit in all three of our colonies. Yes, I did say three. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out because we did finally get our third rather little colony established. Isn't quite the word, but it exists. So we are currently looking at the drought defenders. Um, so I am probably going to be a little all over the place in today's episode because there's just a lot of stuff going on, but I will at least give you an overview of what I'm trying to do, and then I will do none of it because I'll get distracted by something else totally different halfway through the episode, and then that's just going to be what it is. Anyway, so my plan for this district, I did build a couple extra houses in between episodes. I did a couple things here and there, nothing super crazy. I also went ahead and got a campfire started for them, just so that way they can start getting the bonuses that coincide with that. But yeah, so the extra houses here will give us 6 more beavers that will live here, which will, in theory, fill up this hauling post with some beavers because this is a very long walk from our lumberjack flag all the way over to the log pile. So by putting these guys here, I'm going to have probably 4 or 5 beavers just dedicated to moving stuff around the colony. Most of that is probably going to wind up being logs. But yeah, we'll see if I need to adjust that. I could definitely do that. How is my water looking? Ooh, 35 water. Good thing this drought is ending soon. Cool. That's the other thing. We had like an 8-day drought, so water is getting a little iffy. It doesn't look like the water is filling up quite as much as I wanted it to from the this huge reservoir here, unfortunately. So we will have to think about stuff. I may have to just move all of our water pumps down one, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, so look at all these maple trees here. Obviously, this half is dry, but that'll be fine. They'll survive. So I did put down 2 more lumberjack flags. So once those wind up getting some beavers that can work them, that will help. And I have, call it 2.5 lumberjack flags on this one, and I have realistically like probably about 3, maybe 4 that will be able to get most of this. These 2 can get the entirety of this farm. These 2 down here get half to 2/3, so that'll be good. So again, the main use for this one is going to purely be sending logs over to build our massive projects, and otherwise just kind of self-sustaining with the water that they have and food. This food is dry, but we have about 300-ish, 300 carrots just kind of stocked up, ready to go. And then I also am getting the groundwork ready to blow a little trench of dynamite here and then out this way, just to build a little waterway, so that way this will all stay dry, or all wet, rather, during the dry season, no matter really how long it lasts, because I'm going to put a dam here, and that should be enough to get us through. So, moving on to the capital. This is probably the area that I have done the least to. However, I did start... Explosions, fun. So I did go ahead and start our little under city aqueduct, I guess, whatever we're going to wind up calling it. So, yeah, that is started. I got most of this main branch done. I want to make sure that this is all connected before I do this last little bit. The part that's really going to be an issue here is going to be all of this, because most of my beavers obviously live down here. So this is going to take a while. I'm probably going to have to just go block by block on this and hope it goes relatively quickly, I guess. And I did also set up this distribution post to distribute things to our third little town, which we'll get to in a second. Otherwise, I don't think I really did too much. It's still saying everything's not connected because I blew up the pathway here, but that'll be good. All this stuff will go away eventually. And it is showing that I have 34 unemployed beavers, but again, that's mostly just because nobody can get to work because there is now a hole where they used to walk. So yeah, I'm gonna get the little waterway here. Ideally, I want it all the way around, just like that, and then have it head out over this way, I think. I'm not too sure about this way, but definitely have it coming down this way as well. So that way all of these farms are never ever going to run out. And while I'm thinking of that and voicing it out loud, actually, Let's go ahead and turn one of these into a dam real quick. Let's do this one, I think is probably the best. So the reason I'm putting a dam here, just in case you're wondering, is because I want to make sure that water is going to stay underneath this pathway throughout the year. So a dam is the easiest way to do that. It will obviously take some more resources and all that super fun stuff, but I think that's the best way if I just get a dam, you know, here and, oops, you know, somewhere out this way, maybe even like this block right here. That will just maintain all of this water under here. The other thought that I did have was to blow up all this stuff down here and potentially have the water spilling out this way, but we will see. That's probably going to be a future thing, because I want to wind up getting this, you know, just totally full so I can use all these water pumps. But I may have overdone it with the water pumps, so we'll see. So yeah, I guess we'll move on to our... Oh, yes, this is the last thing I think that I did. I think. We'll see. I put a builder's hut and a hauling post and a log pile over here. I'm going to prioritize that by builders or haulers real quick. This is going to be, you know, the main builders for this dam here. I have to figure out how we're going to path up. Probably just delete a couple of these crops. Get going over here. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. So yeah, that's kind of that. So we might wind up needing a second builder's hut, depending on how long this takes. We will see, but we'll start with that and the hauling post. And I think that should wind up keeping this relatively full, so our builders really just have to go from here to wherever they're building, back to the log pile to here. So it should be pretty quick for them as opposed to having to walk over here, if I have things right. And I do plan on just maxing out this hauling post, assuming I have enough beavers for it. Moving on to this district. I have no idea what I'm going to call this district, so if you guys do have a name for it, leave it in the comments down below. I was kind of thinking about, and it's, you know, kind of dumb now that I say it out loud, but like the Mountain Lake District, because, you know, this is kind of a mountain, kind of a lake. Pretty self-explanatory on that. But yeah, if you have any other comments or any other names, I guess, let me know down below in the comments. I will take a look at them and we will we'll get that figured out. And if you're liking the videos that I'm putting out, please drop a like and think about subscribing. Both of those are super easy ways for me to know that you guys like what I'm doing. And yeah, so I think at this point we're just kind of waiting on resources. We only have about 400 wood, which I know 400 wood is a lot, but it's not really making its way over here as quickly as I want it to. Do I even have... Yes, so we do have logs coming over. Okay, because I'm trying to minimize the stuff that these beavers have to carry to the minimum, so that's, you know, water and food and logs, basically. And my plan for building this out... What if I actually put a log pile down? That might be smart. Let's put a log pile. Again, we'll just do it up here. Is that going to be in the way? A little bit? Yes. Okay. Ooh, I can put it right there. That should be fine, because I can put a path. Yes, cool. So we'll get that built. This episode is going to be a lot of prep for the final building process of this. And then once I get the ball rolling on this, we will be rolling downhill with speed. So I am excited for that. You can see food-wise, we're doing fantastic. We have about 7,000 food in total. Most of that is obviously going to be in our main district. We have, you know, 6,700 food, which let me check on the water over here real quick. Oh, we're all thirsty because we don't have water. That's not good. Let's see if I can real quick just go ahead and transport some water out here. And hopefully not have this whole colony crash. I thought the water was going to get me a little bit further, so that is my fault. I am a bad beaver king or ruler or whatever. Might be worth putting a water pump here, just down a level in the future. But I guess let's see how dramatic this is, because I could always just build more water storage and we just pump throughout the year, and that would be a solution too. Not necessarily the best solution, but it's the one we got. So let's see if... Are you bringing water? Yes, hauling post. So you should be bringing water, I hope, unless you're coming back. No. Dang it. I am nervous about this. I don't want this whole colony to crash, because that's not going to be good. Been going so well, but we're all so thirsty. And by the time I build something, it's not going to mean anything anyway. So let's just hope they can all make it one more partial day. So that is... Yeah, that's going to take a little bit to fill up. Hopefully we can get some water into here. Alright, and I guess, yeah, we'll just hope for the best on that. And let's go ahead and untick that, because I don't want the logs being brought from over here to there. So I think that's probably the smartest way to do it. Autosave. And we are good to go. So we only have about 300 water in our main city as well. So we might need to get more aggressive with the water pumping during the next wet season once the pumps rise up. The other thought that I had over in whatever we're going to call this district, I'm going to put a little dam right here. It's obviously not going to completely help what we're looking for, unfortunately, but it will fill this all up because I can start to use these berries as food. They're not the best food ever, but food is food. And it will just help kind of minimize the amount of stuff we need to bring over to the colony. So we'll see how all that goes. And I don't know why logs aren't being brought over faster. Do you just not have any logs? No, you have plenty of logs. Why are we not pulling them over? Do I have this set to a weird number? No, that's set to 100, so it should be good. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, guys, but I guess we will work on it. These potatoes are drying out, but that's fine. They will be back. How is this colony doing? Are we doing okay? We had one die of thirst, unfortunately, but it looks like we're finally starting to get water. Oh, we got a couple dying of thirst, and I think they're all coming from over here. So that's not good, but we should manage, hopefully. And I think the other thing that I'm going to go ahead and do, because I have 40 dynamite now up here, so we're going to go ahead and just set that over here to... Where is explosives? So we're just going to send over all 40, hopefully, explosives here, and then if I remember... Don't have too much faith in myself on that one, but if I remember, I will get rid of it because... Actually, we probably need more, because I need to go down 2 levels here to keep this all wet, because this water isn't reaching this tallest block. It's going one below. So yeah, we'll see what's going on with that, I guess. But hopefully... Alright, we got 15 water, so that should be good. It looks like we only lost a couple... Yeah, it looks like we only lost a couple due to water. So that's fine. And as the water starts flowing back into here, let's go ahead and open this pump back up. And then I can take... Ooh, where's my... I can take this off of the water once that is good. So where are we at with water flow? Oop. We're flooding. I forgot to lower the floodgates. Sorry, guys. Cool, water's flowing. It's going to fill up all this real quick. So we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and open this back up and put a beaver in there. And I'm really not sure why the logs are going as slow as they are. Because this is... Can I just put more people in this and make it go faster? Well, nobody can work right now. But once this unfloods, which let's just go ahead and take that down to 1 real quick and just start draining water. There we go. Let's see. Screw it. Let's just get 8 people working in there. 8 beavers. Hashtag beavers are people. Ooh, we're out of water in our main district. That's no good. Let's get some of these turned on. And this, folks, is why you do not want to get... Oh, man. You don't want to get comfortable with the water situation, because things can turn bad really, really quickly. Why is all this flooding? This has never flooded in the history of the game. Okay, cool, we're good. Alright, so now with the 8 beavers working here, hopefully that should mean logs start making their way over here a little bit quicker. Because I can't really build anything to get them logs faster. We're cutting down a whole bunch of these, so I don't even know where the logs are going, to be brutally honest, because I'm not using up that many of them. I guess these used a decent amount of logs, so that could be it. But I digress. So I'm going to go ahead and put down a gathering flag. I guess we'll just do right there. And they'll start collecting the berries as the berries start to spawn back in because, you know, they're no longer dry. And, you know, new babies pop up. They'll start to make berries, and that could just be a nice, simple little food source for us as we get going. Looks like our dam is done as well, so that's good. That will keep the water level where we want it, and again, hopefully keep this from flooding. I have nowhere to store the water in this district, so that could be an issue. We'll go ahead and put a couple of these down there. Can you just not reach that tree? Nope, you can reach it, you're just choosing not to cut it. Cool. Right, so I think honestly in this district having a couple extra beavers to work will not be a bad thing. So that's why I'm not too worried about building the extra house. But I guess let's go ahead and just bite the bullet and start building this thing. So if we go ahead and mark that for demolition. Can I start putting... I can't yet. Okay. So yeah, my plan is to put a set of stairs up to here. We're going to start building on this height. And then we can just kind of work up. Because I think if we get the bulk of it built, because that's going to take a long time, obviously. So if we get the bulk of this built and ready to go, and hopefully keep these logs stocked up. Alright, let me actually just double check. Yep, so it looks like nobody else died of thirst. So that's good. Because death by thirst really just sounds like a bad time, if we're being honest. So I'm glad that got sorted. Can I put a water pump in here? I could, but I would need to do a lot of terraforming. What about here? That might not be... No, because I don't have water storage over there. Anywhere over here? No. It's all too shallow. Okay. I tried. Oh, that's done. Cool. So let's go ahead and get the platform in. Let's do something like that. And get the stairs. And pathway. So yeah, once these stairs are done, let's get this a higher priority. I am going to go ahead and tell them. So we'll actually... Don't quite know the best way to do this because they're going to try to build up if they can. So I think if I just have it... So like if I just pause it real quick so I can do what I'm trying to do. We'll keep all of those red. Turn everything else And this line neutral. And yeah, just keep that line like that. So that way they're going to build literally everything else before this. And then we can just build some more stairs. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to do it. And let's go ahead and just put down... Oops, I went one too high. Nope, that's the right height. Cool. So they will just start going to town on all of that stuff as they can. And we should be good. This builder's hut should be able to help as well. So let's go ahead and just get ready to hire some more beavers in there once we have the room. I would like to expand our housing, but with what we just went through with the water, that's pretty scary. So I don't know that that's the most intelligent thing that we could be doing at the moment. But let's definitely go ahead and open up all of these water pumps that can pump at this level. And yeah, I think going forward, the best thing for us to do, as much as it pains me to say this because we worked so hard to get this reservoir the way we wanted it, just knock all of these down one level, so that way they're going to always be ready to go. What is that shadow from? Oop, autosave. Right there, that shadow. Is that a cloud? Because there's no fish in the game, but I can't see into the sky, so we're just going to assume that's a cloud. How are we doing over here? We have 64 water, 300 food. Okay, so, I mean, we're not doing fantastic. Ooh, this is done. Cool. And let's go ahead and just set another layer like that. And I will, again, have to get this going, which is not the end of the world. But I think with the amount of dynamite that we have, we should probably actually be good. So let's go ahead and turn this off real quick. Make sure that's just sending logs. Fantastic. And with the house system that I have here, this is the biggest area I can get all of the houses. You can see the little doorway on this house right here. And, oops, and this one. This is the best I can get with the beaver statue where it is currently. So I am going to start going vertical with the houses because I want to make sure everybody's getting this buff. Even if it's a relatively small one, it will help us. And any help we can get is good help as far as I'm concerned. So, all right. And anything exciting happening over here? Probably not, since the last time we checked in, to be honest. Do we have... Oh, guys, I literally told you not to build... Alright. Well, I guess the beavers want to be difficult, so we're going to go ahead and just build everything at this level, I guess. Okay. That's fine. We can do that. They don't have to listen to me. We'll just delete all this stuff that we worked so hard to get. And delete one more block, or one more pathway, rather. There we go. And this won't quite get us up to the top. I don't think. No, we're going to be one short, so we're going to have to just do... Oops, that's a triple. That's not helpful. We're going to have to do a little bit of wraparound to get it to work, but that's totally fine. Let's destroy a couple more of these crops. We don't need the food right now anyway. So these, you know, two crops that we have to destroy, not going to hurt us. So if I do stairs, just want to try to get this planned out if I can. So then one more up there. Okay, we should be able to make this work. I hope, without building a huge, like, scaffold up here. But we'll see. Figure it out. Alright, and I do have 300 science. Or, I'm sorry, 3,000 science. And also 400 planks. Yeah, we're gonna do it. That's 2x2 as well. Dang it, I planned this whole thing to fit one of these monuments, and they're all 2x2. I thought they were 3x3. So, I don't know where to put them now. I know I talked about actually doing a little platform right in there. So let's go ahead and do that, I think. No, it would make more sense to put it over here. At least for now. We're going to do the smart thing, even though I don't want to. Because smart things are not fun. Let's see, where is the best spot to put this? Where every little beaver is going to walk past it. Realistically, the answer is probably right next to the big old beaver statue. You guys can all relax. I'm going to connect up your paths in a second. There you go. So we're going to just make this look really ugly, I guess. Put it right here. I evidently did not plan for anything or do any research on the size of things. But we are going to get some serious beaver buffs going. Because what our Flame of Progress does, walking speed plus 30%. Everyone in the entire city is going to move 30% faster. And 30% is a pretty significant number, obviously. So, super, super excited about that. Did I turn water off to this district? I did not. Go away. So now it's just bringing in carrots and logs. Why are you guys starting down? Okay, whatever. You know what? That's fine. I'm not going to ask questions. You guys are just going to do what you want. And not listen to me anyway. But I am going to go ahead and build the log pile real quick. Because eventually, maybe, we're going to wind up with a lot of logs. Probably not. Alright, and I guess let's go ahead and turn these back off so nobody's trying to work in them. And I want to make sure I have hauling posts set up everywhere to move things around. So I think we should be pretty good. I don't know where all of the logs are. Because it says I have 300 logs in this district. I guess this is 150, these three, so that's probably not wrong. Okay. So log production finally looks like it's actually maybe starting to get where I want it to. And over here, just doing a quick check on everything. 100 water, 300 food. All the dynamite is done, so let's get that. Yeah, guys, as I said, I'm sorry. I know this video is kind of all over the place, a little more so than usual. But there are a lot of things we need to get done, and I'm just trying to get them all done. So, yeah, again, apologies for being a little, or seeming maybe, a little rushed and confusing potentially, but we are doing what we got to do. And we're going to do a really scary thing and delete this during the daytime and hope that my entire colony does not explode. But we've been on the brink of collapse several times this video, so I think we might be okay. Keyword is think and might, which is 2 words. If you didn't know, those are 2 different words. Alright, we're pumping away. Logs be pumping. I don't know the physics behind these logs because they seem, you know, pretty strange, but it's just a log inside of another log pulling the water up. But we don't question beaver physics because beaver physics are better than people physics, I think. I don't know. I read that on a book somewhere. And we are almost done with our Flame of Progress as well. The thing that I like about the monuments is they just kind of take a whole bunch of one resource and then you're good. So while it's kind of annoying to get that many of a resource, it is definitely a good thing. Let me see. You know what? For right now, we're going to do it the easy way. We're going to delete that. Sorry guys, I'm doing the whole getting distracted thing. Delete that as well. Cool. Don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I don't need these. But yeah, so I think I was saying that they take a whole bunch of one resource as opposed to some other buildings which just take a pretty decent amount of like all of them. So you can just kind of stock up on planks as I did there and wind up just getting a whole mess of them and build your monuments that way. Which is definitely good because it does make you kind of have to plan out different things as opposed to just stockpiling a whole bunch of everything every time you want to build a monument. Or you can just accidentally wind up with enough planks like me. and, you know, get lucky and all that stuff. Hopefully, yes, we're building dynamite. Cool. And how are things going over here? I'm not even going to bother to check in on our Mountain Lake District or whatever we're going to wind up calling it because I know it's not going to be any better. But for now, I guess let's go ahead and put a dam in there. And I hope I have enough planks. But let's get pathways there as well, I guess. I don't want to leave an open hole, so pathways are probably best. I am also wondering if it's worth it for me to build a lumber mill in here. Crap, I need more lumberjack flags. They cannot keep up. Okay, we can do that. Build some more. Nice. And we're still hovering about 250 food, so that's good. I think once this is finished, I'm going to turn this into potatoes and probably put one more farmhouse down. And just kind of expand these guys' foods. And where this city is at in the game in terms of progress is probably my favorite part, because that, you know, there's no like super crazy long waiting for stuff. I need some food. I can get a farmhouse, get it taken care of. Oops, sorry guys. But yeah, as opposed to like our city over here, in order to actually make any big change, it takes a long time because there's a lot of moving parts that need to get fixed. We're gonna watch the explosion here. It's always so satisfying. Cool. Guess let's do that. And we're just gonna do a final quick check-in on everybody because I am looking at the time. We're getting close to the end of the video. Ooh, our flame of progress. Look at those beavers holding up the flame. And now we everybody's walking faster, and I think, wow, look at how quickly they're zooming. I know I'm too here. Let me go to one-time speed real quick. But like, look at how quickly everybody is running. That's wild. This guy is a track star. And like, you can tell the speed difference if I get them next to. Come on, I want somebody else going this way. Yeah, so like look at this one relative to all of the other beavers that just came from, you know, working down here and haven't received that bonus. So I think that's going to be something in the next couple episodes. I'm going to work on getting the monuments down here as well, because this is the other spot where most of our beavers spend their day, obviously, at work. So I think if I get monuments down here, that will help a lot as well. I don't know how I'm going to lay them out. I think I want the Flames of Progress right here, just because I think it's going to look the best. But in terms of the other one, I don't know the best spot because they kind of come from both down here and over here. And I guess I could build it here. That might not be a terrible idea, because that will, that should reach. Anyway, food for thought. I'm getting distracted again. And let me just do a quick check over here, make sure everything's good. Yep, we got a log pile going. We still don't have any resources coming in. So this is my excited voice about that. But that's fine, because no, I don't want you to... Oh, I do want to levy there. Okay, we're good. So let's just actually set this to a higher priority so future whistle doesn't forget. And I know this is going to take a good amount of wood and time to build. But once that's done, we're going to be able to get this entire stretch done. Cool. Or at least most of it. I don't know how far we're going to be able to go. Probably not all that much further. But hey, I said that with this dam over here. And we were able to get the whole thing done. Ooh, yikes, water is low. Anyway, that's a feature whistle problem. I'm going to stop getting distracted. And we're going to speed up time real quick. Follow Beaver around and call this a video. Daytime wants to come. You're the lucky one. You work at a water pump. Cool. Oops. I'm very happy with the Flames of Progress. They're moving around a lot quicker, and it's nice. I know this doesn't get all of our beavers, but it gets enough of them that I think we're doing pretty good. So yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As I said earlier, if you liked the video, go ahead, drop a like, and if you like what I'm doing here, the videos in general, my channel, um, my voice, if you think I have the best voice ever, think about subscribing, rather. Um, Either of those are fantastic ways to let me know you guys like what I'm putting out. Any comments, leave them down below. I will answer all of them. I do need a name for our district over here that is currently named District 5, even though I only have 3 districts, and will soon be moving up here and become District 6. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any names, and we'll get that sorted. Otherwise, I hope all of you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are at in the world, and as always, remember to do something kind.